My next guest is Dikla Fuchs. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Dikla, you served in the Army, but you came to this organization before the Army.
Right.
And what did you do in that year?
That year, I did mostly studied.
What kind of subjects?
Some subjects.
Micha said there was Plato, you studied Plato and biblical text?
Biblical text, yeah. Philosophy, literature, Zionism, and we did all kinds of stuff like yoga. We tried to get ready for the Army.
Why would you take an extra year? You like Israelis have their lives postponed so many ways. You have to serve in the Army, and before you ever go to university. And this is a voluntary year. You serve even before you go in the Army. Why would you do that?
Right. I think what I thought is that I finished high school and I felt not ready for the Army. I felt that the Army is a really big organization and I have to be really mature. And I felt something missing. After I got to know the organization and Prat, I saw that it has a lot of things that can contribute to me as a person and to me in the Army in my job. So I felt it's necessary for my personality.
Your personal development.
Yeah.
But it's a big choice to make. I mean, if you don't feel, did they recruit you? How did you find out about it?
I found about it really not in the typical way. I was in my senior year in high school, and my neighbor asked me if I want to come to a Keitana
What's a Keitana?
in the summer.
The summer kind of school?
Yes.
Short course?
Kind of summer camp, 2 weeks,
I see.
In a city called Dimona in the south, with kids from families that don't have both parents.
I see.
So I came to this summer camp, and the summer camp was organized by the midrash Bayan Prat. So that's the way I got to know them. While I was there, they asked me to come see what is that. I didn't know that this kind of things exist actually. I thought you finish high school, you go to the Army. So I saw in Prat, I came to see, and it really amazed me. So I came to see again, and I came to a whole day, a whole 2 days.
So gradually you got into it.
Yeah.
And you went through this course before you went in the Army. How were you changed from what were you like before you went in, and what were you like when you finished your year here?
I think mostly I changed in my perspectives.
For example?
What I can do and what I can't, especially what I can do.
Oh, so you mean it gave you a lot more confidence?
Yeah, it gave me a lot more confidence, a lot more. I thought about things harder than I did before. I thought about what it means and why am I doing it, and how am I doing it. Things I didn't thought of before. If I weren't doing this year, if I wasn't doing this year, I would recruit to the Army, and I don't know how my job will look otherwise.
You told me earlier when you were in the Army you were a teacher.
Right.
And you were a teacher of kids who didn't finish high school.
Right, soldiers.
So soldiers who didn't, they're tough guys to teach. Mm-hmm. What did you teach them?
I taught them geography.
Was it a really, I would think that would be not the greatest experience in the world.
It was a hard experience.
Yeah.
These soldiers, they don't have any regular characters. They don't know how to study. They don't have the patience to sit in the lesson. It's really hard, but it's really important, and you get to learn all kinds of people and how to come to them, how to teach them.
So it was very rewarding?
Yeah, it was very good.
Now after the army, most kids travel. They go to Tibet and all over the place. And
Yeah, South America.
South America, yeah, exactly. Why did you come here?
I think before the army, when I was in Inprat, it was clear to me that I'll come to this program.
Well, you knew it before, 4 years or 3 years ago?
It was, yeah, it was really in the beginning.
I see.
I felt when I finished the year before the army, I felt that I didn't studied enough. That I have a lot of things in my personality and my character, but I don't have enough knowledge about my religion, about my culture, about other cultures. So after the army, I had a really strong feeling that I need to come for this program, and because it's a really short program, it's only 4 months, so I felt it's good. I felt I'll have the basics and I'll learn all kinds of subjects.
Okay, well, let's talk about religion. Were you brought up religious?
Yeah.
Okay, so what more did you learn here in 4 months about your religion that you didn't know? How did it change you?
Wow, a lot.
In much sense?
In my high school, it was a religious high school. So you study the Bible and Talmud and all Jewish sources in a very specific way. You learn all the basics, but in a religious way. Here, you get to learn Bible in a, not only in a religious kind of way, but also in a secular way, in a way that you can outgrow from it. I think you have the Bible, but you can do whatever you want with it.
Well, give me one example. One example of interpretation of text, for example, where you thought you knew what it was, and yet after 4 months you got a new insight. Is there one?
I don't
putting
think,
you on the spot?
Yeah, a little. I can tell you that I learned the Bible in a social way, for example. More in a social way, more in the secular way that I say, I mean that you can learn the story of Shaul and Yonatan, not only in the religious way, but also how a person acts when he's put on the spot, when he's a king, or when he.
I see. It's so more humanized.
Yeah.
I see. What about the culture? You said they also taught you to know and understand more your own culture. In what sense would you say that?
I think also, first, the Talmud that I didn't know. It's a really big thing in the Jewish culture. Second, all the literature, the Zionism, all the professors here teach not only Bible and Talmud, but also about Herzl and also about Bialik.
You mean you, as an Israeli educated kid, didn't know all about Herzl and Bialik?
In a religious school, you don't learn so much about Bialik and about literature, secular literature. So it's a really it was a blank that I really felt that I need to fill.
Well, I'm very glad you came on the show, And since you're a friend of my granddaughter, I'm sure she's glad too. Thanks very much.
Thank you.